hello and welcome to me playing another video game, because fuck it, I'm just going through them. So, yeah, whilst I'm waiting for Symphony of War, the Nephilim Saga to get a few more updates so I can play the more polished version that the developers are apparently talking about implementing more features, I want to play the game that it reminded me of, which is really fucking awesome. And dear Lord, that's... There we go. That should be better. Which this, in my opinion, might be the best Nippon Ichi Software game they ever made, despite the fact that it still has most of the same problems that the Disgaea series has overall. I love Disgaea, but I also hate Disgaea. I'll not get into it. Let's just say I don't appreciate the number porn. But if the main story campaign is solid enough, they can sort of overlook the number porn. Let's see. Borderless full screen, sure. Yeah, it's gonna look a little bit like ass. Ooh, actually, I think we'll... I don't know. Do we do the stretch? I think I'm gonna try it with the stretch. English voice work? Yeah, let's do the English voice work. For now I'm gonna keep all the scenes on, sure. I think this'll work. Okay. That said, this game is a little bit older, and one of the characters is one of my favorite characters from a JRPG all time, but at the same time I do have to apologize for just how crass he is, because there are words that he's using that nowadays would definitely be put in the naughty, in the naughty category. He's quite outspoken. This actually isn't the first time I've made videos about this game, but the old ones were so bad that I tossed them out.
The continent of Predesto. The grueling war had finally ended, and one man had unified the land. Lord Median the Conqueror. Though only one man, his heroism swept across the world. The harmonious empire stood for 10 years before it crumbled once more. Lord Median and his son passed away. Predesto returned to a state of bloody war. It was then that a clarion vesper rang throughout the halls of history. Median's daughter, Layna, had come into her own and become a true leader. Neighboring countries formed treaties, and for a moment, the world knew peace. But then the world was darkened by a single malign shadow and its cruel heralds. The violent echoes of agony and murder shattered the land. The shaky alliances were pushed to their limits by the merciless creatures. But human as they were, they fell victim to weakness and temptation. Some cowered and fled, while others pledged allegiance to the beasts. Layna rallied her few remaining comrades for a final confrontation. The venerable warrior queen sacrificed her life to banish the shadow. They were both consumed, and the three behemoths were silent.
Your time in this tale has come.
Yay.
Which gender would you like to be?
Well, this time I'm just straight up gonna go with the canon one. Because I'm just going to stick with the canon protagonist, who is feminine and called Revia.
And what will the world call you by?
That. Revia. Yeah.
A truly noble name for such a hero. We of this world give you our blessing, no matter what path you choose. Now go. May happiness and good tidings follow you, wherever you roam.
I also love the character art in this game. I'll see if I can find some like full-size character portraits. Like the artist that they got for all the character concept art stuff. Brilliant. I should look up their name.
I'm old enough now, you know. We both are. And I've been training forever. I'm totally ready to become a full-fledged Seth warrior. But Lady Layna still won't make me a town guardian. It's all your fault. You're too weak. That's why Lady Layna won't take me seriously. Fine, whatever. She thinks we need more training? Then let's train. This'll be our 1083rd training session. Oh wait, let me think. Maybe it's the 1542nd. No, 931st?
I think it's our 2327th session.
Oh, like you could even remember that. Let's just say it's the 1000th time, okay? Let's see how you handle my blaze slash. You better give me all you've got, or else I'll make you pay.
So yeah, this is of course a PC port of a PlayStation 2 game. Time to practice, so listen carefully, okay? I already know all this. Yay! Skippable tutorials! You see, Game Freak? You see? You can skip tutorials! Oh, wow, that controls fast. Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, you can use the D-pad to navigate a little slower. Right, well, we'll just move up with our character and think like, this is like Fire Emblem, except no, it's more like, well, a Symphony of War Nephilim Saga, but you'll see that later. Right now it's one-on-one. Yay, we did bugger all for damage. Alright.
Battle begins.
All of 0 damage. Do we not have access to... No tactics yet. I guess all we can do is just beat the shit out of her.
Battle begins.
And we are beating the shit out of her. Okay, well.
Battle begins.
It is weird to see the UI be so much more polished and higher definition. Oh! Oh, come on, Danette. A lot of those hits were 0 damage. Can I do a special now? No, not yet. I forget what the...
Begin.
I believe it's when you get your bar down far enough. Oh well.
Battle results.
Yeah. Some GP, map bonus 500. Round bonus, Glory Anthem, Demoralize, Warrior's Cry, and Steel. Would you like to skip the cutscene? No! Do not want to skip the cutscene.
Lady Layna's summoning bell. She must be awake.
Already? Like, we're barely in the first plot twist. Lady Layna didn't die. She didn't sacrifice herself. She's still alive.
Okay, that's it for today's training. I didn't think you'd actually try to kill me. Jeez, maybe you're better than you look. I guess you're not a total waste of skin.
Danette, we beat your face in. Achievement unlocked, fully trained?
Another
Really?
earthquake.
There's been a lot of earthquakes lately.
What are you talking about? There's always been lots of earthquakes. Let's go. I don't want to be late.
Right. So, this is the town. And you can then talk to various people. And it's really just, like, from a menu, you talk to people in the towns. And right now that's all we can do. But later there are other fun ways that to interact with townsfolk, such as robbing them, and beating them up, and kidnapping them. And yes, we're the heroes of the story. Though, if you finish the first playthrough, you can do a second playthrough where you are horrendously evil, which is fun. These days, it's tough to find someone like her who will raise a bunch of orphans all on her own. If it weren't for her, you would have been kidnapped or carried off by a bunch of dingoes or something. Or maybe the World Eater would have come along and gobbled you up. Yeah, so the World Eater, they say that, obviously, the intro talking about the three great beasts, those are called the World Eaters, as in Soul Nomad and World Eaters. Yeah. What's going on? Are you gonna help me? Did Lady Layna call you? Babies are like rare jewels. There are a few of them being born in every year, so we have to take care of them. And besides that, I've been seeing less and less men around too. It's understandable that the men would want to leave and see new places rather than stick around here. But that runs the risk of revealing the secret of our village. I don't want a bunch of strangers showing up here. If the World Eaters ever found us, that would be the end of everything. Oh, Gallius? He's fine. He loves his unborn child, and he's doing his best at work. Hamatz of the Dark. I was praying for my old friends. There's memorials all over the other villages. Tough keeping them clean. If only these old eyes could see the light again. I'd teach you proper. I had so much more to teach my young Danette. Another earthquake. Just keep coming. It's a sign of the end times. Perhaps the World Eaters are on the loose. Let's pray for the wind in the sky. And the central field. Ah, buff veteran Ben and cool tough guy Van. Why are you guys level 10? It's not fair. Oh, well, we'll talk about that later. Looks like you're ready for battle. There's nothing left for us red flanks to teach you now. Been serving Lady Layna for 180 years, and she hasn't changed one bit in all that time. She's lived as a human for over 200 years, you know. I think everyone is destined to live a certain amount of time. She will live just long enough to finish her mission. So yeah, he called himself a red flank. Red flanks are this world's name for minotaurs. These two guys are fucking minotaurs. Cool. Tough guy, Van. Red flanks can easily live for 200 years. They passed that mark long ago. For now, you must protect Lady Layna. As you know, Layna must enter a long period of rest. You must protect her. That's the purpose of our village. Many have left the village in search of new life, but we must still keep the secret of our village safe. The outside world is overflowing with danger. Even now, you must watch over her until the time comes once again. And Winged Marlene, again! Mean to put Marlene here this early in the game. We can't realistically recruit her yet because she's too high level for us to kidnap. Anyway, and she's a harpy, sort of. They're called, what was it? Whirlwings? Something? They're not quite like harpies because they do have separate arms from their wings, and most harpies in most fantasy games are depicted as having, you know, arm wings, which makes more sense anatomically speaking, but regardless, so these are more, they have more of the angel anatomy, but they're clearly more savage and feral than angels. And they wield great axes. They're super cool. Lynette's just the same as she's always been. Still call you by name yet? You'd think she'd learn after 10 years living here, but she still only remembers Lady Layna's name. I'm worried about her. Her memory is just awful. I told her to keep a diary, but I think she already forgot. Yeah, Lynette forgets a lot of things. Leaves the village. I don't think we can. Sorry, you can't leave. Watchman Gallius. I know how badly you want to see the outside world, but can't let you endanger the village. We're invisible to the outside world, but if someone saw you just appear out of thin air, we'd be in trouble. If they found us, we could end up like all the other villages. To keep that from happening. Sorry. Alright. To Layna's room.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Lady Layna.
It's been 10 long years since I brought you here. Today, I shall grant you the weapons you will need to watch over our home.
Does that mean you're finally gonna make us real town guardians?
That's correct. You shall have the power to protect those who cannot protect themselves. Now, Danette, you must select the weapon best suited to your abilities.
You have no idea how long I've been waiting for this! Now, which one should I take? They're also deadly. Lady Layna, I choose the sickle sword.
Ah, this is called the Whisper of Tranquility. So long as you carry this, you will bring nothing but good to the world. You have chosen well, my dear. And for you, I have only this.
Ominous.
Huh? I thought we got to choose.
Yeah!
Holy crap, that took forever! Pick up the pace, you old hag! So this is my sacrificial lamb, huh? Sort of soft around the edges, but it's definitely got potential. 200 years. 200 years I've been waiting for this moment.
Indeed, it has been many years, Big.
Yeah.
I, too, have long awaited this day.
Lady Layna? What is this? What's going on with that sword?
200 years ago, I gazed into a black shadow, and it gazed back. It threatened to destroy everything, but I hunted it down, and this sword was the trap.
Hey, what's that red crystal? Feels almost familiar.
This jewel is called the Crimson Tear. Now, behold, the fusion begins!
back. I can't wait to break in my new body.
Sup, Gig? I've missed you, buddy. It's been something almost 15 years? Who are you?
Me? Oh, just the most hardcore ass kicker to ever walk the planet is all.
Yeah.
The destroyer of everything. The commander of the world eaters. But hell, you could just call me Gig.
Yeah. Why were you in that sword?
Oh, that. Well, thanks to that old wench, I had to abandon my body 200 years ago. I killed her first, of course. But that tricky witch must have had another soul up her sleeve or something. She caught me off guard and almost killed me for good. But I stole some of her juice and jumped into that sword. I never figured out why she kept the sword around. But I stayed there, waiting for my chance to get out. I've been waiting for 200 years. But now I've got you. A nice, young, healthy set of limbs.
What are you planning to do?
I haven't even done anything yet, and I already feel right at home. What? You still don't get it? I'm taking over your body, stupid!
You mean you're going to kill me?
Kill you? Nah, that'd be too easy. What'll happen is, your soul will just disappear.
Also, doesn't he just have the most kick-ass soundtrack? This is his theme.
And then I can just beat this meat puppet to hell till I'm done with it! Now, give me dominion over your body.
You can give up control and it'll immediately end the game right here, right now. Because I'm not playing on an emulator, I can't save state. But I'm hoping that the PC port is more stable than the emulator. Now, we're going to... I'll see if I can, I don't know, maybe as a little bonus clip somewhere, add on to the end of the thing, what happens if you give up control immediately. But we'll refuse to give up.
Damn it. I knew you'd be a pain in the ass. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I knew things weren't gonna be easy. Okay, here's the thing. We have to make a deal so I can use your body. Now that you've signed over your body, you can command power totally unknown to the average peon. That should keep you happy for a while. But maybe you're really greedy. Maybe you'll need even more power. That's when you give me a call.
Yeah, relatively early on at some point, he makes you an offer to let you beat a unbeatable mission. I'll go into it when we get there.
I can lend you all the powers of a god for a price. The more of my power you use, the more control I gain over your body. You use your power to get what you want, and I come a little closer to my own goals. You scratch my back, I crush yours. Pretty sweet, huh?
I don't think I need that kind of power. Not yet, anyway.
Fine, if you say so. But if you change your mind, you know where to find me. I'll be waiting, my little soulmate.
Oh, Gig, you're so romantic.
Hey, you're awake. Are you okay?
Tell me, how do you feel?
What happened just now?
It appears you and Gig have become one.
Oh, I said very romantic.
It was he who nearly destroyed our land. He was the leader of the World Eaters. Or rather, they were his puppets. His powers are unfathomable. We have been searching many years for someone who could contain the power of Gig. Of all the children to pass through this village, you were the only one. I've waited 10 long years for your mind and body to mature. You were told this village was meant to hide us from the world. But no, it's our last defense against the World Eaters. In years past, villages like ours existed all over the world. but over the years, they have all been destroyed one by one. We are the only ones left. This is why we have no outside contact, and why you are forbidden from leaving the village.
You mean everyone?
That's correct. All the villages were either sieged and killed slowly, or outright annihilated. Considering the scale of these attacks, it must be the work of the World Eaters. Yes, those dark beasts who have been silent for so long now gather their strength once more. Have you not heard the weeping of the world?
The earthquakes.
Open your mind and listen closely. You will hear the crumbling of our civilization. If things continue as they are, the land will continue to weaken, and eventually all will perish. To change the fate unfolding before us, we need a truly singular power. This is the power of Gig that I have entrusted to you. With it, you must rein in the terrible World Eaters. It's up to you to dismantle these foul relics of a long-dead world and breathe new life into our own land. Do you understand what I ask of you?
Yes, I understand.
Now, we will go and inform the others of what must be done.
On the second playthrough there, you can give her a very different answer. Or at least I think it's that point. Oh well. Ah, there we go. So yeah, here you can see like two red
That's
flanks
our situation.
and a whirlwind and a bard and a bare knuckle.
Finally, the day we have prayed for has come. Gig's power has been released. This could not have happened without your years of loyalty. And now, we...
Lady Layna! I'm not happy about this.
Danette.
Why did you keep this a secret from us? It seems like everyone besides us already knew about this. That's just mean. And that sword, why couldn't I have that power? I'm way more ruthless and devoted. And you can trust me better than anyone to protect this village.
Ah, Danette, you bloodthirsty little dumb cow.
I mean, it's because I'm dumb, isn't it? I'm just too damn stupid for you to trust me.
And she knows it.
Now, come on, Danette. You know that's not true. Don't go saying such awful things about yourself. We were all in the same boat as you once. I was never told anything until my 17th birthday either. But Lady Layna sees something in this child that's different from the rest of us. You shouldn't say such hurtful things in Lady Layna's presence. Remember your place, child.
Yes, sir.
I am truly sorry for lying, Danette. But you must understand, I never wanted to deceive you like this.
I know that. I mean, I guess. It's not that I don't trust you.
I know that, child. Now, everyone, heed me. From now on, we must do more than merely guard our solitary village. We must remember the faces of the fallen and help this brave child stand against the tyranny of the behemoths. Consider each of you what your role shall be in the coming war. Go now, and think on this. Dismissed. Danette, come see me later, in private.
Let's see. I actually forgot what happens here. Well, I think I'll take a bath. Hot damn, there's hot springs here! Looks nice and toasty. Hmm? Huh? Hey, what's the deal? You're not gonna take off your clothes? Aren't you a guy? Don't be an idiot. I really couldn't care less about your equipment, okay? Actually, he absolutely does care about your equipment. You gain more affection with Gig if you're female than if you're male when you take a bath. So he definitely does care. He is absolutely lying. And yes, there is a hidden affection stat between Gig and yourself. What a pain. It's really that big a deal. Just close your eyes. I can only see and hear what you see and hear. Does that mean you can feel? Well, duh. You and I are one mind, one body, forever. I get to experience anything and everything you do, kid. Oh dear. Anyway, it's too late to say no now. We're in it together from here on, for better or for worse. So you may well just give up. Hell, try and kill yourself if you want. I don't care. You mean even in the bathroom? If it really bugs you, I guess you could just hold it in for the rest of your life. Lady Layna, I sort of hate you.
Rivers of blood, mountains of flesh, a glorious world of pain. Feeble humans, crushed like the insects that they are. My lovely pets seem to be enjoying themselves. What useless relic shall I have them destroy next? Ah, that castle. All right, Bane, do your worst. Shattered to its very foundations! Come on, you little shits! Are none of you man enough to stand up to me? Then put your heads between your legs while I cut you down, one by one. Aha! Finally, someone steps up. You numbnuts better not waste my time. A dream.
Is that what happened 200 years ago?
Oh, hey kid. You saw that, huh?
I didn't mean to.
It's because we're joined. Like I said, that friggin' sucks. Listen, next time, don't look.
Hey, buddy. You can't have it both. You can't have it just work one way. It's a two-way street. Right. Can we not do anything yet? Well, we don't even have the... don't be lazy. Lazy people die first. Humans learn that. They face evil during a long period of darkness, deceit, betrayal, murder. Be careful. Don't think the world will show you any mercy. It's all for your own good. Now take this with you. Gift from God! Don't be reckless. Oh, we get presents. I completely forgot that. Layna is sleeping. I'm sure you know better than to disturb her. She's been sleeping a lot lately. Hope she's okay. What about you? Are you okay? I'm sorry you've had such responsibility heaped on you. Yeah, you know, possessed by a guy who's essentially a demon of some sorts that tried to destroy the world and is now trying to bargain with me for my soul and completely voiding any and all sense of privacy because we are now literally one person with two minds. I'm sorry you've had such responsibility heaped on you. Yeah, me too, yeah. I wish I could come with you, but I have Miss Layna and my baby to look after. I'll be praying for you. I want you to save the world, not just for my child, but for everyone. Here, this is from Miss Layna. Please take it with you. Hold hands. Right. So you better not die, you have to come back. Amounts of the Dark. Praying to some old friends, I prayed for them to protect you during your travels. Ah, ancestor worship. So you're really going, huh? I'll always see you as a little child, but it's finally time, isn't it? Come here, let the blind old man hold you one more time. Ah, you've grown so much. Let's see here, you're human, right? Lady Layna is human too. Tanette, well, she's a Sepp, just like Gaidius, Nay, and Dre, and me. There are just as many Sepps as humans. Ben and Van are resident Red Flanks. Sepps and Red Flanks may be related, but they're as different as night and day. And then there's Marlene, the Whirlwind. She's got wings to fly high, and there's so many others. I'm sorry, must be boring you with tears, to tears. It's just how I cope with things. Yeah, there's a couple of cool, interesting species out there. And not all of them are humanoid. And I really like the non-humanoid ones. I think they've got really cool creature designs in this game. Alright, let's talk to the two Red Flanks. Should stop off in Aztec to rest. You know, the huge city in the south. Get as much info as you can. We've gained some knowledge about the World Eaters, but there's much yet to be learned. That must be what attacked the other village. We need to find out where to find the creatures. Keep your ear to the ground. You should be able to track down the murderous behemoths. We're all counting on you. Aw, no loot from you? You're finally starting to grow into yourself. I suppose that means you have to work harder to keep up. This enormous power you've been given, it must be quite a challenge to handle. Do you have any questions? Hey, kid, I can teach you whatever you need to know. You don't need advice from this old fart. Huh? You don't have any questions? None at all? Come on, ask me anything. And then Marlene. Oh, I never told you 10 years ago, right about when you came to us. An island was destroyed. It was my home. I flew right there when I heard. It was absolutely devastated. There was nothing left. Nothing. Everyone says one of the World Eaters did it, but there was no trace of them. It just disappeared one night. A whole island, wiped off the planet. Only those behemoths could do something so awful. Nothing but hatred for them. But Lady Layna forbade me from going after them. She says my hatred will only get me killed. I envy you. Give him hell for me, okay? Guess it's time to leave the village. Watchman Gadius. Oh, you're leaving now? I've said this before, but let me remind you, the World Eaters are like massive war machines, and there's 3 of them. Close one is in Raid, and I'm sure you know Raid is just south of the village. Anyway, good luck. Once you leave here, you may as well pretend it doesn't exist. For the sake of Lady Layna, we can't afford for our home to be discovered. If you manage to succeed, feel free to stop back and tell us about it. Yeah, only on the second playthrough, I guess, can you actually interact with these townsfolk in other ways. It would be nice if we already had access to the kidnap function and just take the 2 Red Flanks and the Whirlwind with us, because we won't unlock those classes until much later on.
I'm sorry about yesterday. I overreacted a little, okay? But everything just happened so fast. I didn't know how to react. Come on, forgive me, okay? Let me come with you.
Oh, how sickeningly sincere. What do you say, old buddy, old pal?
Alright.
So, you're not mad at me?
A little. But as much as Danette is a little bit of an idiot, she's kind of adorable.
Awesome!
See?
Oh! What perfect timing. Here, let's do a little experiment and I'll show you the power of Dominion. The whole thing is really pretty simple. Hell, you probably don't even need my help for this one. Basically, you can dominate someone once they consent. Since this one's already agreed, just use dominate.
Fine, let's dominate the net.
What the hell was that? What's that you're holding?
This mannequin represents the girl you just dominated. You can now place it in a room that you control. And just like that, you control her! You can call her out and make her take a beating for you anytime, anywhere. Go ahead and explain it to her, would you? I still can't control this sack of fat enough to make it talk.
You explain the idea of Dominion to Danette.
I guess it makes sense. I wondered what the heck Lady Layna was talking about. So this is what she meant. Hey, if you ever abuse this power, so help me God, you will regret it.
How are you gonna stop me, though? Before you throw yourself into battle, you gotta make sure you're ready. Skid, you need me to explain room design and squad formation? Nope! I know how that works. Good, didn't want to waste my breath. Make sure you keep your squad formation, all that in mind, and save often. Receive mannequins for swordsman, pyre mage, and cleric. You can now buy mannequins. So those are our troop types. So yeah, we can move, and we can't go from that. So I'm going to the range. Let's see. Oh, we can't change yet, so then we just have to design. Yeah, set members. So we get a couple of starting party members. So we're gonna put Danette in this party, and that unlocks a combo tech because Danette and the main character, Revia, have a combo attack available to them. And then I want a cleric in the back row to do some healing. And then we can either get a bare knuckle sep in there, or we add a pyre mage. I'm gonna add a pyre mage. I think a pyre mage, I forget what they do in mid row. I think if you set the pyre mage on the back row. Actually, hold on a second. Yeah, there it says. Right, if I set her in the middle row. Yeah, then she nukes one. Heal all. Okay, actually, I'm gonna switch these. So now during each round of battle, he will heal one of our party members. Well, one of the members of this room. And Michelle will nuke a single row of enemy units, hitting up to 3 characters at once. So it gets us some area of effect damage. If I move Ishmar to the back row, instead we have area effect heal. We heal everybody, but we'll just count on this. And then we have Revia as the leader. The leader defines what actions the squad as a whole can do on the battlefield. And helps determine, is the primary determiner for their movement type, though other units in the squad will also influence the movement type, if memory serves. Then of course, yeah, the combination of characters influence things. Personally, I'm always a big fan early game of getting pyre mage squads with multiple pyre mages in them. That really gets some strong damage output going. So, we have an open area. And can I... Yeah, I want to design this room. I can't equip things to it yet. Yeah. Also, another interesting thing to note is the party leader gets a percentage of the stats of everybody else in the thing. So you could, theoretically speaking, once you have a lot of higher level characters, even if you put a level 1 character in there as party leader, they will get a percentage of the stats, so they might end up being equivalent to a much higher level character, simply because of how many stats they're borrowing from everybody else. I guess really we can only get one single room to start with, huh? Fine. Oh yeah, recon. So we can see what the map looks like before we start it. So these will be the enemy units. Double cleric, a pyre mage, and a sep in the back. fighter swordswoman in the back. That's odd. Why would you... I guess to heal this unit outside of combat rounds? Because I think in combat they just try to beat you with their books. Like, this is a nice, well-balanced unit. Okay. Right, end the recon. Fine, we'll head west. No, I don't want to skip the cutscene. And then after this...
Commence battle.
Oh, there wasn't a cutscene. Oh. Hey kid, let's practice a bit. Perfect, let's beat up on these guys for a while. You can try out the skills or combos you unlock with the squads you arrange. But remember, you can only use them when the squad's stamina has dropped below 80%. Looks like the enemy has a setup sort of like yours, so watch him see how it's done. Alright, let's kick some ass! Yeah. Do we have... Yeah! Okay. Good shit. Okay, we're gonna go into the forest here to get a defensive bonus. And then we are going to boost our act, which is our initiative, basically, and crit rate. We'll tank that first hit without the defense bonus. And this is basically what you should do every single first turn with Revya's unit. Move and pop a last act. Yes.
Battle begins.
So this is a really badly set up enemy unit. Because they've got the two clothies in the front being useless. And the only melee fighter they have on the back row where they literally cannot attack. So, I'm gonna let them wear themselves out on me as I move forward. Heck, it will pop courage. Boost our damage output. Nothing that the enemy can do on this map seems to be able to do us any damage. It's really still more part of tutorial than anything else. See, we can just ignore that guy. Right. And let's see, tactic. Yeah, no, just attack. Just attack Johnny. Ah, Demon Blast and Holy Justice.
Battle begins.
Well, we'll save those for later. There we go. Wait, you're not gonna chase us?
Battle begins.
So they're attacking us at range. This is annoying. I need these guys to like finish. I guess I'll go back there to the mountains and finish them off. Well, we'll pop a demon blast just so you can see it. Attack the enemy squad leader. So you get a regular round of attacks. I guess we probably won't get a demon blast because they'll be dead. Yeah, the Demon Blast won't even go off. Right. But excuse me as I go here, and then, well, we'll pop the Demon Blast anyway.
Battle begin.
Glowing power of the Onyx Blade, embrace me. Oh. Didn't read that fast enough.
Coming!
That's a lot of zeros, but also a lot of ones. And then the cleric heals himself. There we go.
Battle results.
Cool, then let's create a room. You can now change rooms. Yay! Change room option on design to make a new room. You need me to explain more? Nope. Yeah, so now... Yeah. I can do change, and then I get 2 rooms. I get an open area, which... Ah, yeah. So... the rooms in which you create squads can have different abilities. So this is a gladiatorium, increases the attack for each panel moved on during a turn. Whilst the open area has none, but open areas tend to have more spaces on average in your rooms. And I could just pop. Now we have 2 gladiatoriums. And just keep shuffling like this. Oh! Oh! Some bad vibes. What the hell, man? Get the hell out of here. I'll bust your head open. Us bad vibes are all about cash, you dig? So hand over what you got. Bad vibes have rushed into the room. Yeah, I believe you get a reward by letting the bad vibes just have the room for a bit. Alright, so we'll let them have the... Actually, no, I'll not worry about the bad vibes right now. I do want 2 rooms. Let's see if we can get the gladiatorium for Revia. No, I do still want to be at the front. Yeah, that's good shit. This'll do. Okay. Okay, let's lock this one for now. You can always... So now, even if we spam change... Like, that one is locked. You can only lock a certain amount of rooms. Anyway, I'd want a... Yeah, that. Let's do that. Okay, so in this one I want... Ishmar... and Michelle on the back. There we go. And then here we set the net as the leader, and we put Regina. And oh, she doesn't do anything in the back row. So I guess wait, we should change that. Yeah, there we go. That's a better option. There we have the net. And Regina there. And then I can also restock by mannequins. So these are all our class options for now. Gonna add another swordsman, or swordswoman I'd say rather. Let's see. Oh! There's a... Elise. Sure. and then we can spend more we can spend our GP or gig points to let them start at a higher level. However, there is a downside to that, which is that when you buy levels to let them start at a higher level, they lose a little bit of stats. So as you saw, between level 1 and level 2, they didn't gain any stats. And I think it's once every 10 levels, they skip a level of stat ups if you buy the level ups for them. And yeah, I'll want another cleric. Aragorn. I didn't mean to do that, but I'll go with it now. There we go. Yeah. No, not change, design, and then here we add Aragorn to the back row and add Elise to the front. There we go. And then we have 2 units. But I'm gonna save it here now. And I'll see you on the next episode of this, if I end up making it a series or not. But is really good. Is a really good RPG. See you next time.